first I want to say thank you for the opportunity to be part from your project. It's always very exciting to work with other artists and to be exposed to other people. I really appreciate it. And I'm very happy to meet you. So first I want to say thank you.
Well, that was lovely. Thank you so much. Yeah, it's well, I'm really glad that you enjoyed the collaborative process with Martina. And I think, yeah, I just love the combination of how that came together.
Yeah, I agree. Yes.
Awesome. So how did that work between you then? Did you make something then sent to her, or did you talk about it beforehand?
Actually, I created this animation I think half a year ago or something like that, with different music. Usually I use public domain music and give credit to the artist. For me, the music is a part of the animation. I can't imagine the animation without music. And I'm really happy to meet other artists and to see how it can fit each other. And then I saw this project and I proposed my animation. Of course, I couldn't use this music because it's public domain and it's not I'm not allowed to sell it to someone else. So I asked if someone else, another musician maybe, can work with me. And then this is how I knew Martina. And she saw the animation. I sent her the files and I don't know how, it's really interesting. Do you do a chat with her also?
I mean, all I do is kind of put the offer out there, and then whoever accepts, then that's my chance to be like, how did you do it?
Yeah, I'm really curious to know what happened on her side.
Okay,
but
cool.
Then she sent me the music and it was just like magic. They were born to meet each other and I was so excited.
Yes. That's that for me being the one that kind of put you two together, because I only get like a very short sample, and so especially with the art of music, it's obviously that's only a segment of what it's going to be like. So to go on the gut feeling, the soul level of how that makes me feel, and I'm like, oh, those two, the matchmaking.
And sometimes the animation is the same, but you use a different music and suddenly it's like a totally different story. It's that important.
Absolutely.
So I was really excited to see the animation in different point of view. It was amazing.
Yes, and it now has a home in the Breed Gallery. And there it shall remain for users to go in and use it when they need to literally take a breath and breathe along with the birds.
Yeah, exactly.
That's awesome. I was looking at your like your Instagram and obviously your website, and you do a lot of like prints and AR as well. And kind of quite kind of like socially based practice. I would love to find out more about kind of the software that you're using for like the AR and your animations and how that, because because it looks like you've got so much creative freedom, like from using something physical and making and digitizing it to making something within the computer and then making it physical. Like you're kind of working with both worlds, which is really cool.
Yeah, for me at the beginning, I was making only collage photos. I use for that most of the time Photoshop. And then ongoing, I started to learn animation and created animation from those photos. And it was very challenging for me because the only way other people could see the animation was online. And it was really challenging for me. How can I combine these two things? Because the animation, I mean, they have to be connected. And then I discovered today there are so many amazing technologies. And I discovered a technology app. It's called, I think, I hope I say the name right. It's Artiviv or something like that.
I think I know who you're referring to. Yeah,
Yes.
Art5, yeah.
And then I just upload the photo, I upload the animation, and whoever use this app with his smartphone can just look at the photo and then he can see the animation. And for me, it was amazing. It was a way to connect them together. I started, the first project I did was Christmas greeting cards that I gave to my friends. It was super funny. You see only a tree, a collage tree, and then you watch it with your phone and Santa Claus is coming and dancing and everything is happening. And people were so amazed. I was surprised because I was really surprised to see other people's reaction, because it's magical. It's like, in Harry Potter, they look at the photo album and everything is moving, and this is it's magic.
It is, yeah.
And sometimes I feel it's like it's very easy to do a lot of things. I need to be very careful of how I use it, because it's very mind-blowing and people really like it. But it's really important to me to keep it artistic, to focus on my art and not on the magic.
Yes.
So it's always, because you can do so many things with it.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's such a good point. Like technology, it's your imagination is the limit when it comes to, and is only going to get more and more accessible.
Yes.
So it's remaining with the artistic integrity and the intention and the concept that still holds true throughout, and how technology can be a part of that rather than it being its sort of vehicle.
Yeah, exactly, because it's very easy to be carried away with all the glitter and the color and everything.
Yeah.
But I really want to focus on my art and not about making people be amazed, It's
And what does that look like for you then? So you focusing on your art in terms of, concept and ideas, how does that, I mean, obviously that influences your well-being already as an artist. When you express anything, it's always in aid of something.
First of all, I only use what I need and not what is possible to do, because as you say, the options are limitless. You can do everything. So I always focus on what I need in order to get the viewer the feeling or the emotion or the story, and try not to be carried away with a lot of things. And I think basically in my art is very it's very personal. I mean, I guess it's like that for all artists, but I start to do art many years ago, but as a photographer. At the beginning, I was a photographer, and I felt like the camera is not enough. I want to tell a different story, and the camera can't capture it. So I started to play with the photos, to add colors and mixing photos together and do all kind of this stuff. And during the Corona lockdown 2 years ago, I was here. I live in Germany. My family is in Israel. All my friends in Israel. I was here with my 2 kids alone, and I really felt like I'm in a very, very lonely place. And my way to connect with others was to publish my art. I started to publish my art on Instagram, and I was very surprised to see that people connect and react. So this was my way to tell how I feel, to tell my story, and this is my way to keep my well-being. It was my way to keep myself, how you say it, not losing my sanity,
Say sane, yeah.
Just to hold it. So this is my way to keep of my well-being, my art.
That's awesome. And what a kind of a spread of artwork that you have on your Instagram as well. It's amazing and they're all so different. They've all got little facets of different types of emotion, which is really interesting to look through.
Yes, I do it sometimes also. I scroll down and down and down and down, and I see where I started and where I am today. And it's so interesting to see the process. As a self-taught artist, I learned everything by myself with YouTube and online courses and other artists and everything. So my art is always changing because I learned something new and I try it and I mixed it and then it becomes something else. So it's always changing, and it's so interesting to look back and see how it was 1 year ago, 2 years ago, and what it is today. And I'm sure that it will keep changing. I hope it will keep changing.
Oh yeah, I think it will. I was just, as you were talking then, I could see the kind of the mirror reflection of how your art physically looks and physically interacts, and also that's exactly how you have your process as well. You take things from different things, different technologies, different softwares, different inspirations, and put them together, and it's really cool. There's it's so full of life.
Thank you. For me, it's amazing that sometimes my inspiration is such a personal experience, a feeling that I had, and I put it online, and people sometimes just get it immediately, and I'm so amazed that it happens. That people,
isn't it? That's magic. That's the magic, isn't it? Like how one can express a feeling.
Yes.
Into an idea, into an aesthetic, and someone else can feel that. It's just amazing. And technology is there to allow more people to see it. That's one of its roles. And but you're so right, not to let it dominate if that's not, you know, the concept and the idea, but use it as a tool. And that's really cool.
It's just amazing that you create something so personal, and then someone on the other side of the world see it and say, "Oh my God, this is exactly how I feel right now." And I'm like, "What? This is how I feel right now." That's amazing.
Yeah, that's so cool.
Yeah, it's really. I'm always surprised when it happens. This is the magic. It was great working with you, and I hope we will do something again in the future.
Yes.
And thank you for supporting art and artists. It's really amazing. Really, it's amazing.
Thank you so much. Yeah, it's like I agree, but like from because I'm an artist, and it's like wow, it's so cool.
You are an artist?
Yes, yeah.
What kind of art?
So I made the in the Syntropy app. Obviously, I'm a conceptual artist, so I do like 3D printing, projection mapping, video art, and then I've made the first 2 galleries in the Relax and Breathe, abstraction and alchemy, energy centers, and geometry. The first 4 galleries. Actually, this is one behind. Kind of moves in. And then it was from that point I was like, how can I do some make this like a thing for others as well. And then met my business partner, and like we should make an app and get people to like kind of find like kind of digital art accessible for the purposes of well-being, because that was always my idea and concept and intention as an artist before Syntropy as well. It's like kind of a big core theme and how it was made.
It's amazing how our art take us to directions and places that we couldn't imagine, and so it's so fun. It's
yes,
fun of the process.
Yes, that's it. And if you haven't put it on
your eyes, you are full of with passion, and that's the most important thing, in my opinion.
Yeah,
to be passionate about our work.
Yes, yeah, that's cool.
Thank you so much for your time.
Oh, thank you. I'll speak to you soon.
Bye.
Bye.